Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Christina. So here I will to tell you about the virus 2024 virtual meeting, which was held on January 6, 2024. The meeting talk. The theme at the virtual meeting was about the research paradigm in education, real-world application, and its implementation. The first speaker was Mr. Subatra. Discussion about some of the shortcomings in the research paradigm in the education, real-world application, and its implementation. Mr. Subatra stated some of the shortcomings in the traditional research. Students in the education often rely on bridging methodology, limit the exploration of complex dynamic and educational phenomena, and have limited stakeholder involvement as well, and the research sometimes lack active involvement of stakeholders such as teachers, students, and parents. The education experience and occasional education is also limited, considering less important of practical skills and inadequate teacher training and availability of professional development for teacher to know and equip themselves and what is needed to change and have participation in education with teacher, students, and parents. The occasional educational experience is also limited, given less importance of practical skills and inadequate teacher training and professional development. Availability for teacher to know their want and what is needed to change the parameters in education with key aspect of the sum of the points given according to the no education system. So the first speaker would like to highlight some of the no paradigms that will affect not only the education systems but also the education systems that will affect not only the education systems but also the research in application oriented learning in the future and the flexibility in teaching method that will occur. The second speaker, Professor Dr. Trisita, discussion actions, research, ER, action research, ER research is an actions where we follow and research process that start from a problem, planning data collections, collecting information, collecting finding and interpreting data for result. Well, action is something that is done to solve problem and find solution to apply to these problems. The distinctiveness of action research, clinic, practice, qualitative, elective, the action research, self-identification of problem area, collection and organization of data, interpretation of data, action based on data, and reflection. Phase of action research. Phase 1, problem idea notification. Phase 2, plan of actions. Phase 3, data collections. Phase 4, analysis of data. Phase 5, plan for future actions. Some important points about actions research are actions. Research is practical way for individual to explore the nature of their practice and improve It action research encourage practitioners to become knowledge makers. Action research bridging the gap between theory and practice. Action research use actions as a means of research. Action research start from problems inquiry and then process through as process of planning, action and reflection and action. Action research is conducted by involved, but these individuals can work collaborative. Action research can use both qualitative and quantitative different research methods. Action research produce results that cannot be generalized. The direct goals of action research are to develop reflective practitioners, make progress on school-wide priorities, and build a professional culture. The third speaker, Dr. Supaprawat Sripapat Hanakul, discussion business intelligence and digital intelligence for content or original design, temporary studies and management means conducting management research in the field of business, education, health. Business intelligence is divided into namely human intelligence and artificial intelligence, meaning that business intelligence not only uses artificial intelligence but also requires human intelligence. An example for artificial intelligence is AI. As for education is ChatGPT. It's an update for digital technology, TikTok for marketing purpose for consumer of TikTok use and Google Map for transportation file are useful for shortening time so as not to waste time when traveling. Artificial intelligence we can use to avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism is taking some else work and making it our one. We can avoid plagiarism by paraphrasing and checking it using Turnitin or generally even though it all is not human but using idea from our end making it ours will not be accept paraphrasing in using other people's idea but in our own words that do not change the meaning. The fourth speaker was Dr. Hardianti SPD MPD. Discussion uploading excellence in research practice. Tips for research are taken through the wires, namely V for visualization and value. Visualization and value are part of the analogical and epistemological and axiological paradigms so based on ontology and epistemology. We are given time to find out and determine what excellent we will research in the file to visualize. What is needed is to find out what things can be researched which are used as research question and actually it's how useful the topic or focus of a P human which is in the file. A for integrity is related to honestly, related to specifying honestly, and also how careful we are in conducting research. Integrity is related to actually, such as how useful our research is for development to education and how rigorous, systematic, or methodology is conducting research. Next, R for rigorous, meaning that rigorous and systematic. Why are needed to conduct our research in a way? What type of research we choose, whether qualitative or quantitative or even both types, we have to make sure that epistemology and methodology they are in the same position. They are for encouragement. When we do research something, sometimes we feel quite confused in the doing our research. So here we need external and internal encouragement from ourselves and also encouragement and to the research participants. And as for safety, safety is first thing to consider. For example, in choosing certain instrument or like doing scientific research in the chemical world, safety is very important to consider. There's some terms about ethics and the report, but first I want to talk about ethics first. According to ethics, planning start from planning, and also when we do research, we need to consider ethics, and here ethics also focus on the discipline, the students' standards of behavior, and many research norms that promote various other important moral and social values such as social responsibility, human rights, animal welfare, compliance with laws, and public health and safety. And the report can be defined as relationship built on mutual interest, support, and understanding. Last speakers, Dr. Andi Arifan, SPD MPD from Indonesia, discuss about in terms of English language teaching curriculum. There are several elements to be discussed. The English language teaching ELT curriculum is a structural plan that originates English language teaching, including objective content, assessment, method, and language acquisition facilities. Analysis of students' needs is also important in determining the overall curriculum. In education, the types of curriculum such as syllabus also need to be considered, such as structural and functional. Teaching methodology is also an important factor in language curriculum. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Summary video about verse 20 and 24. Thank you.